What's up guys, Matt here back with a special video on the channel, and the question is this: do you struggle to figure out which drivers, karts or gliders to upgrade in Mario Kart Tour? Well, you're in luck, because in this video I'm going to explore Ticket Time, which is a powerful analytics tool which you can use to generate a personalized set of rankings for every item in the game and help you spend your tickets on the right upgrades at the right time. And that's not all folks. Later in the video we'll be having a call with Flo, the developer of Ticket Time, who's going to drop his knowledge on how to analyze and understand the rankings in depth and how he uses Ticket Time to predict which items will get the best coverage for his account long term. So let's go ahead and level up your game today. Before we start, we need to set up your inventory. You can choose one of these three options to enter your data. Fill out the BGR tracker, use the Mario Kart Tour toolbox, or fill in a blank CSV file on Google Sheets or Excel. You can check out my BGR tutorial video or Bam and Gerb's tutorial video for a full look at how to set up your BGR inventory. Check out the link in the top right here. For now, we're going to simply copy and paste the output from the BGR sheet I have set up for the current tour. Alright, now that we've set up our inventory, we're ready to run Ticket Time. To run Ticket Time, you need to input your average item level. We recommend less than 4.5 for free-to-play users, 4.5 to 6.5 for Gold Pass users, and above 6.5 for bigger spenders. Next, you need to enter the action count percentage you typically aim to achieve on DKR.exe's ACR score sheet. For those who don't know what this is, it's just whether you max out your scores or not. For many players, this will be around 75%, which we've put as the default setting for the app. For more serious players, a 90% setting may be preferable. It's important to note that this is an action count handicap, it's not a score handicap, so the latter value is usually a bit higher. So on average, reaching 75% of the actions will already get you 85% of the possible score for that course. Lastly, make sure to enter your current player level, which factors in the additional points you will earn per race. Ticket Time will now compute your rankings and redirect you to a separate inventory page, which will show you those best upgrades for your drivers, your karts, and gliders. Now this link can be bookmarked to refer back to as it's needed, and you can even send it to others to see your rankings. This will be cleared at the end of each tour, so make sure to keep track of it during the tour, and any exports need to be done before the tour finishes. Having access to this link on your mobile, maybe through Discord, can be a really useful way to check your rankings as the tour progresses in case you forget which items you were looking to invest into. You can also customize the rankings to fit your individual playing style by adjusting the advanced settings, including decreasing the value of special skills such as the infamous boomerang flower. The inventory page will contain three sections: your item rankings, best item combinations, and best loadout. The item rankings section shows your personal upgrade rankings and score gains for each item. The best item combinations section can compute the driver, kart, and glider combinations which maximize your score gain for a given ticket budget. And lastly, the best loadout section provides a general overview of your best loadouts and estimated scores on every course in the game. So how does Ticket Time rate or rank items? What exactly is the algorithm doing behind the scenes? Let's take a deeper look now. The appearance rates of tracks in Mario Kart Tour are constantly changing due to the addition of new tracks. So, to keep up, Ticket Time uses a course weight system to calculate the importance of each track. The system takes into account the type of course, its recency, and whether it's a battle course. Additionally, driver special skills and both driver and kart hitbox size are factored in the action count. The resulting weights and action counts are used to calculate the score gain of upgraded items on each track. Let's look at an example to see how appearance rate impacts the rankings. Say you have two gliders, Glider A and Glider B. Glider A has a higher raw score than Glider B, but when you factor in the course weights, Glider B comes out on top. This could be because Glider B has a particularly high weighted score on a course which is newer, and maybe it appears more frequently in ACR and Ranked. The course weights take into account the recency and type of course to determine its importance and expected frequency of appearance, which then that influences the overall score of the upgraded item. Finally, the boosted score predicts the future value of an item by taking into account that newer items are more frequently buffed than older items. Now let's jump on a call with Flo where we look at a real life example of him looking through his inventory and breaking this all down in real time. What's up guys, it's Matt here, and as part of this video we have a great opportunity to connect in with Flo, the developer of Ticket Time. And we're going to be having a look at something pretty unique today. We're going to be looking at Flo's rankings and hearing from him talking about what he looks at in Ticket Time to understand the output, to understand his rankings, and to make decisions and what to look for really when it comes to deciding what you're going to invest into to make your Mario Kart Tour account great long term. So Flo, it's great to have you. Thanks so much for making this time. Let's dive in and check out your rankings. So I've got on your screen here what I understand to be your current rankings from the Dr. Tour 2023, and tell me, like, once you've run your rankings and you're taking a look at the output, what's the first thing that you're looking for?
Yeah, so the first thing I'm looking for are usually the item rankings right at the top of the inventory page. So first of all, this is my inventory at the start from the Dr. Tour. So there are no investments made yet, but we can somehow look how ranked went and which items I invested into. So item rankings, we can just start with the drivers. So if we open up the tab here, then we will get the table, and usually it shows 10 entries. It depends on the size of your screen, whether you prefer 10 or 25. But usually I would say focus on the top 10, maybe top 25 items, and the rest shouldn't be too interesting, with some exceptions, which we'll also come to.
And so when we look at the screen here, what exactly stands out to you? Like, what, in looking at those rankings, I can see question mark block me is obviously in the first place, but of course you already have that at 7 and triple capped. So are you looking at that? Are you thinking about further investing? Like, what basically stands out to you? What are you looking for to make some decisions with your drivers?
So yeah, as you can see, the items that are in bold are in ranked as well. So you can see that they are highlighted in bold, and additionally you can also see that there's a ranked appearances column, so you will see which tracks they actually cover and can help you on in the ranked appearance. And what I would recommend you to do is only focus on items that help you in ranked, and additionally have long-term value for your account. So in this particular case, you will see that question mark block, me racing you, Daisy Tigress, and Mario King would help me in ranked and also give me good long-term value, since they are also in my top 10. And let's go from item to item. So the question mark block, me racing suit is on the top. You will see ARMX Choco Island 2RT is its ranked appearance, and I'm actually using it on the track. So this was the item I was also looking for, and in the end also leveled it up to level 8, and not even 8 triple cap, but even 8 quad cap. So I actually spent both level and cap tickets. So this is the investment I made, not only because it was level 1, but because it was in ranked as well, and because it's coin box me, so probably has the best long-term value you can imagine. If we look at Daisy Tigress in comparison, we will see that she actually has 2 ranked appearances, Coconut Mall and ARMX Choco Island 2RT. But as you can see, for ARMX Choco Island 2RT, I actually have the question mark block me racing suit as the better option. So she would only help me on one track. I actually also spent the tickets on question mark block me racing suit, so I didn't have the tickets to level her up as well. But she would still be a good option. And then further down, you see Mario King, which has the ranked, who has the ranked appearance at Peach Gardens Tea. But if you remember, there was Pink Gold Peach buffed on this specific track due to the cup boost. So he's actually not my best option there. So this is not highlighted here. So you have to keep in mind that there might be better options there. Of course, I could further up Pink Gold Peach, but she's much further down the rankings. And that's why I didn't level up Mario King and neither Pink Gold Peach. Actually, you can quickly look for Pink Gold Peach if there's the search box in the top right corner, and we will see that she will probably be
number 14.
At 14. That's not too bad, but
could be a lot worse. Yeah, could be Mario Halloween or something. Cool, man. And I understand that clicking through on, if I click on !block me racing suit, it gives us this default level up that it's recommended, but we can actually amend this. So how would you use this function to figure out, like, do I take it to 8 in triple, like ticket times recommending, or do I make a call and decide, you know what, I'm going to go 8 in quad? Like, how do you make that decision, and how do you use this specific function?
Yeah, so you can actually already run it. So this should be then 4, and then we can click on compute improvements. So usually where I make the decision is just whether I have the tickets or not to have the cap. I actually want to have a good balance between level and cap tickets. So if I have approximately the same number of level and cap tickets, that's fine, because you usually need the same number to take it from unowned to 6-2 to 7-3 to 8-4, which are the usual steps. And in this particular case, I had enough cap tickets available. And I said, okay, let's go. And especially because I can also go for some new high records, which I actually achieved on the last tour. So the level 8 and cap 4 was the way to go. And we will probably don't see that much of a difference in the courses. But as you can see, just the weighted score and the raw score increased a bit. The previous best option on most of the courses was already the !block me racing suit. You will notice that the 6th track in this list is the Coconut Mall R, which is the level 8 unlock. So that's nice to see here. As you can see there, Daisy Tide Race was my best option on that track before. But !block me racing suit would replace her at level 8.
Great, man. All right, let's move on. I'm guessing the same applies to the karts and gliders. Would there be anything different that you would do with the karts and gliders in your rankings?
And in general, it's the same option, but let's quickly look at the karts and maybe a little bit closer at the gliders. So for the karts, as you can see, there are also some options which are highlighted in bold, since they are ranked appearances. And let's just look at number 1, which is the triple track again. It actually has 2 ranked appearances, Coconut Mall Archie. So it might be a good option to level up. But as you can see, I only had it at level 5 double cap so far. And on Coconut Mall, I have a better option, White Bruiser, which is also at position 8. And it's already 7 triple cap. So I won't use triple track on that specific track. And the same applies to Coconut Mall RT, which is covered by the Flower card, which is not highlighted here. So actually, Tropical Truck would be a nice upgrade, but I'm not using it on both on the tracks. So even if it's my number 1 card, I hold off the tickets on this specific item.
Sense.
Yeah, and maybe let's go to the gliders as well. And as you can see here, the number 1 glider for quite a while are the Black Toby balloons, and you will notice why this is the case. So as you see, everything is sorted by the gain per high-end ticket, and you see that my Black Toby balloons are actually level 6 double cap and have a sub level of 3. So I already have 3 out of 5. Collected, and I would only need 2 more tickets to take it to level 7 double cap. So that's of course a very good gain per high-end ticket. Why don't I upgrade this specific glider this tour, or actually last tour as well? Just because there's no need. There's no need for ranked. As you can see, it's not highlighted. So I would hold off until maybe Twilight House appears in ranked, and I need this glider to achieve a better ranked position. And we can maybe quickly click at the black toe beam balloons and also compute the upgrades there. And you will notice that there are actually quite old tracks there. So you see Twilight House, then there's DK Mountain R. And starting from that, there are pretty old tracks, as you see in the Coastway column. So the gains are not that high. That's why, even if it's just 2 tickets, I would actually save them and see for better options there. We can see an excellent better option there on position 3. So if you close the item inspector.
Yes,
we have
the yellow hard hat balloon.
Yellow hard hat balloon. As you can see, it's in ranked on Shroomridge RT. It's my best option there. And it actually helps me on 17 tracks if I upgrade it from level 6 to level 7, which is insane. You will also notice that the recency boost is 0.51. So it actually hasn't seen half of the tracks yet, or half of the weight of the tracks yet. So there's plenty of buffs left. And it will replace, a lot of 6 double cap items, either because itself is 6 double cap or because other items are 6 double cap, and it just doesn't have overlap with my other level 7 items, which are 8-bit Super Mushroom, the Golden Wings, and so on. So it really fills nice the gaps, and this is why I made this decision to take it to 7 triple cap, also because it has some potential ranked value for the next upcoming tours.
Very nice, man. And how else do you use the output? So we've looked obviously at the rankings now, but I think now we might move on to this next section, the best item combinations. How do you use that combined with the rankings to make these decisions?
Yeah, so we just talked about the yellow hearted balloon, and we can maybe open the glider tab there. And let's maybe just decrease the tickets to 15, the high-end tickets. The others are not that relevant anyway.
15 of each, like so?
15 of each, yeah, that's fine. Okay. You can, of course, also use your own tickets stashes there. But I would recommend you to look at a little bit in the long-term view. So let's use at least 10 tickets, maybe 15, or preferably 30, just so that you can have some item combinations there. So if we click on run, we didn't include any items or exclude any items from these combinations. You can, of course, further specify that. But let's keep it as this for now. And you will see now that the gliders that are selected as high ends are the tropical balloons to 8 quad cap, the yellow hearted balloons to 7 double cap, and the black toe beam balloons to 7 double cap. So the yellow hearted balloon is actually selected in this best item combination. So I think these are actually the number 1, 2, 3 in the item rankings. Which is a coincidence, so that's not necessarily true. Actually, also be 1, 3, and 7 or something like that. But usually, if they are in the top 10, there's also a high chance that they appear in the best item combinations. If they are lower, then that's usually an exception.
So just where this differs is that with the rankings, you could invest into number 1 or number 5, but there might be some overlaps. But because this is looking at the best item combinations here, my understanding is it's saying, hey, if you have 15 tickets, take the tropical balloons to 8 quad cap, take the yellow hard hat balloon to 7 double cap, and take the black toe beam balloons to 7 double cap. I don't know if you can do that with 15 tickets, but if you can, that's great, because that's actually going to give you massive amounts, or the most amount of gain for your high-end tickets in one go. Of course, you don't need to spend them all in one go, but those 3 items in combination would give you the best gain. Am I understanding that correctly?
Absolutely, yeah, that's a good interpretation. And of course, if there would be some overlaps, just because there are 2 gliders that would cover you a lot of unowned tracks, or unleveled tracks, they would not necessarily appear both in the best item combinations because they have overlap. But these 3 gliders don't have that much overlap, and that's why they appear here as a good combination as well.
Fantastic. And is there anything more that you look at when it comes to the best item combinations? Is there anything in particular that how you're using this tool, or is it that straightforward? Seems almost too good to be true, too easy.
It's quite straightforward. Of course, you can also play around with the include and exclude. For example, you say, okay, let's maybe include I don't know, a silver Luigi mustache, because it's also quite a good option in my rankings. And you can actually choose whether you wanted to 7 double cap or 7 triple cap. Doesn't matter right now. And now we can keep in mind that we had a total gain of 367k. And let's say if we force the silver Luigi mustache to be included, so it drops a little, not too much, as you can see. So as you can see, in this particular case, just the yellow hearted balloon was replaced by the silver Luigi mustache. And that's it. So if you have some items that you like more or that you believe will have better future value, whatever is the reason for that, then you can include them, or you can exclude items that you don't want to invest to see whether that also makes just a small difference in the gain, or whether it's a bigger difference.
Yeah, so the exclude, for example, let's say we really decide that the black toe beans is too old, so we exclude that in this case, and we'll see what other one it's saying to spend our tickets on. So in this case, it's actually just instead given us the 8-bit star. But obviously we're losing quite a lot of gain in this example.
Yeah, that's also just because I don't have that many items where I can just spend 2 tickets on, and it helps me. Or 3 tickets in this case, I think. So that's why.
If we change this to, I don't know, 20, it will probably give us quite a different answer.
Yeah, it will definitely change, and then it will give some better value.
And now Silver Luigi's mustache is actually back, and yellow hard hat. So there you go. Yep. Yeah. Fantastic, man.
So that's why you shouldn't fix on a specific number of level tickets, but just see a little bit more flexible.
Fantastic. And I understand there's this new section down the bottom, the best loadout. My understanding is this is just more to give you a general overview of kind of where your inventory's at. Is there any particular way that you use that, or is it more just a kind of additional info? Yeah,
I think it's more additional info, but I would highlight this left table. As you can see, there's the average driver level, kart level, glider level, and so on. You might already know that from other inventory trackers. One thing to highlight is that this is all weighted. So we take into account the course weights, and as well it takes into account me boosts. So there are, of course, the first courses in every cup where the Miis are boosted. So you're actually using Miis more often than assumed by most of the trackers. So this is taken into account. And I would focus on this, maybe make a quick screenshot every tour and compare it how you improve with your ticket spending going on. So this is definitely looking different right now when I have question mark block at level 8 and so on. And it's also nice to see this driver skill distribution, if this is in your favor, whether you want to boombox or use coinbox most of the time, and also if the cards are big enough to do so. And then on the right side, you also see some score distribution, which is a little bit steeper if you have some favorite items at level 8 and ignore coverage on other tracks completely. And it's a little bit more horizontal if you really are focusing just on gaps. It's a little bit in between. I think that's some typical line here from most of the inventories. I guess yours will look very similar, Matt. I would focus on this left table there. But you can also look at specific loadouts. If you click on details quickly, this details tab, then you will see that there's a table and you can actually search for some specific tracks and look what's the best loadout there. Oh, so there's an example at Waluigi Pinball. You've got Meowser, you've got Silver King, and you've got the Dry Bowser Umbrella as your best loadout. Exactly, yeah. and it should score me 50k at least, with the given handicap that I chose when computing my rankings.
Very good. All right, thank you so much, Flo, for your time and for breaking that all down for us. Guys, I hope you found it super useful in doing this for your own account. So don't be afraid, jump in, dive in and check out Ticket Time, and I'm sure that it's going to help you to score even better in your game going forward. Thanks, Flo.
Thanks.
So, what are you waiting for? Ticket Time is an essential tool to grow your Mario Kart Tour inventory. It will give you a comprehensive understanding of your own inventory, your item rankings, and help you to dominate races and gain that extra edge. Upgrade your drivers, your karts and gliders with data-driven decisions, and you'll stay ahead of your competition. It's that simple, so go ahead and try Ticket Time today to take your Mario Kart Tour skills to the next level and see the results for yourself. The link's in the description down below. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.